Right now, something you did this morning could be silently damaging your kidneys. Not a disease, not a surgery, just a regular everyday habit. And the scary part, most people have no idea. Your kidneys filter over 200 liters of blood every single day. Every single day. They work without a break, without a complaint, until one day they can't anymore. And here's what most people never realize. Kidney damage doesn't announce itself. There's no alarm, no obvious pain, just quiet, slow damage building up over years. By the time most people find out their kidneys are struggling, significant damage has already been done. But here's the good news. Many of the habits destroying your kidneys right now are completely within your control. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 5 everyday habits that are secretly wrecking your kidneys, and exactly what to do instead. Stay until the end, because number 4 surprises almost everyone. Habit 1. You're not drinking enough water, but you think you are. Here's something that shocks people. You can be dehydrated and not feel thirsty at all. As we age, the body's thirst signal becomes less reliable. You could be running low on fluids and feel completely fine until your kidneys start struggling. When your body is underhydrated, your kidneys have to work with less fluid to filter waste from your blood. Toxins become more concentrated. Waste products sit in the kidneys longer. Over time, this dramatically increases the risk of kidney stones and urinary tract infections. But here's the shocking part. Drinking 8 glasses of water a day isn't a universal rule. Your kidney needs depend on your weight, activity level, climate, and diet. What to do instead? Check the color of your urine. Pale yellow means you're hydrated. Dark yellow or amber means your kidneys are under stress right now. Aim for light, not clear, and not dark. Most people know dehydration is bad, but almost nobody knows about this next one. Habit 2. You're eating too much protein and calling it healthy. High-protein diets are everywhere right now. Protein shakes, high-protein meal plans, low-carb, high-protein everything. And yes, protein is essential. But too much protein forces your kidneys to work overtime. When your body breaks down protein, it produces nitrogen waste. Your kidneys have to filter that waste out of your blood. A moderate amount is manageable. But a constant flood of excess protein, especially from animal sources eaten in large amounts daily, puts chronic pressure on the kidney's filtering system. Research has shown that long-term high protein intake is associated with a faster decline in kidney function, especially in people who already have early kidney disease without knowing it. Doctors rarely mention this because most people assume more protein equals better health. What to do instead? Prioritize plant-based protein sources like lentils, beans, and tofu. If you eat animal protein, spread it through the day in moderate amounts rather than load in one big meal. But here's where it gets really interesting. One of the most damaging habits for your kidneys is something most people celebrate as self-care. Habit 3. You take painkillers without a second thought. Headache? Pop a painkiller. Backache? Take 2. Feeling sore after the gym? Ibuprofen. NSAIDs, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs like ibuprofen and naproxen, are among the most commonly used medicines in the world, and they're sold over the counter like they're completely harmless. But here is what the label doesn't tell you clearly enough. These medications reduce blood flow to the kidneys. When taken regularly or in high doses, they can cause acute kidney injury and, over time, contribute to chronic kidney disease. Studies suggest that people who regularly use NSAIDs have a significantly higher risk of developing kidney damage compared to those who avoid them. The kidneys are highly sensitive to blood flow changes. Every time blood flow drops, even briefly, kidney tissue can be stressed and damaged. What to do instead? For everyday pain management, try acetaminophen in appropriate doses, which is generally safer for kidneys when used correctly. For chronic pain, speak with a doctor about alternatives. Never take NSAIDs daily without medical supervision. Now here's number 4, and this is the one that surprises almost everyone who watches this video. Habit 4. You're eating too much salt, even when you think you aren't. Most people believe they don't eat too much salt because they don't add it to their food at the table. But here's the truth. Roughly 70 to 75% of the sodium in most people's diets doesn't come from a salt shaker. It comes from packaged food, restaurant meals, bread, sauces, canned soups, and processed snacks. Excess sodium raises blood pressure, and high blood pressure is the second leading cause of kidney disease worldwide, right behind diabetes. When blood pressure stays elevated, the tiny blood vessels inside the kidneys become damaged over time. Filtration efficiency drops, protein starts leaking into urine, and kidney function begins to decline, silently, without symptoms. What to do instead? Start reading food labels. Aim for less than 2,300 milligrams of sodium per day. Cook more at home, using herbs, lemon juice, and spices to add flavor without salt. And if your blood pressure is already elevated, speak with your doctor about a kidney protective eating plan. And finally, this last habit is one that most doctors won't bring up in a regular checkup, but it could be one of the most damaging things you do every single day. Habit 5. You're sitting too long and calling it rest. Sitting for prolonged hours every day, at a desk, on a couch, in a car, isn't just bad for your back or your metabolism. New research has linked sedentary behavior directly to increased kidney disease risk, independent of other factors like diet and weight. When you sit for extended periods without movement, blood flow throughout the body slows down, including to the kidneys. Muscles become less efficient at regulating blood sugar and blood pressure. Two of the biggest risk factors for kidney damage. One large-scale study found that people who sat for more than 8 hours a day had measurably worse kidney function markers compared to those who moved regularly throughout the day. What to do instead? You don't need to run a marathon. Simple movement matters. Set a reminder to stand and walk for 5 minutes every hour. Take a short walk after meals. Gentle movement keeps blood flowing and actively protects kidney function over time. Here's the one thing I want you to take away from this video. Your kidneys are extraordinarily resilient. But they have a limit, and by the time they show signs of struggling, years of quiet damage may already be done. The habits we cover today, underhydration, excess protein, painkiller overuse, hidden salt, and prolonged sitting, are not rare or unusual behaviors. They're normal parts of modern daily life. That's exactly what makes them so dangerous. But you can change them. Starting today, your kidneys have been silently working for you every moment of your life. The least you can do is give them a fighting chance. If this video helped you, subscribe so you don't miss our next one, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. It might be the most important thing they watch this week.